Hi ladies, I am going to make a July training video. Just some thoughts of mine and some tips or tricks that I have found that I think work very well. I'm trying to get the glare out of my glasses. And so this is going to be very raw, uncut of my thoughts. I'm going to try not to roll my eyes as I think all the time because I do that and that's very annoying. So I'm sorry. Okay, first I want to talk about tagging. When I first started, I didn't follow those tags at all. I thought, oh, I don't want to really tag people. But, and I would read, oh, tagging's really important. Tagging's really important. Yeah, I'm here to tell you tagging's really important. So I love the tags. I printed this out so I didn't have to go back and forth and show you. Now, here we are. The pre-party post of the How Old Are Your Readers? Where are we? Most of you have figured this out, but a few of you I saw, it took a while, so I just want to put it on here to show it. Okay, here we are. How old are your readers? Right there. Where's my finger? Hard on the screen. Okay, here, and then in the comments, this tag all the people who said yes or maybe, and put this little blurb. Tag all the people who did not RSVP yet, that are still just invited. Put this blurb. So important, and I feel like it's so brilliant. It just draws those people in, a lot of them who didn't realize they had to RSVP. So I really, really like that. I encourage that. Another time I tag, it's in the same script, this Roach Thrive Drive Facebook script, is when after I show the intro video. I think it's 2 days before the event. I do not tag. It's the only time I don't use those pre-party. I do not tag when I ask them to make their wish list. There's enough tagging, you know, so I just do how old are your readers? First one, get those people to RSVP or they will never see your posts. So that's why that one's so important. Then after the intro video 2 days before, so then the day before the party, I do the tagging on that same one down in a comment and say, hey, do you all get a chance to watch this video? Just copy paste it, put their names in. All the people who've said yes and maybe by that point. And you know, another tip is, say it gets to be a day before your party, go back up to her, your hostesses, people going, yes, yes, maybe, invited, and update your list. You know, the first day, I write it all down on a piece of paper. Here's all the yes maybes. Here's the ones who didn't RSVP yet. So I wrote this all down, and then I tag them in that how old are your readers. Then a day or two beforehand, whenever I remember, I go back and there's some new ones who aren't even on my list, and I mark off the ones who now are coming from the invited list. You know, I just make a system. But there's new names. So I go back to that old, how old is your reader? And if they have not RSVP'd, I tag them in, even if it's the next day, probably even if the day of the party. Anytime I would catch it, I would just tag them in. So they know they need to hit going. And give you their age of the readers. But really, I think mainly that's to get them to hit going. So let me move this. I'm looking at my cheat sheet. All right, hostess coaching. I want to talk a little about hostess coaching. Oh wait, did I have the? No. Okay, for hostess coaching, very important too. I feel like I've made a good, at the end of a party, I feel like, wow, I really know that hostess. We've chatted and chatted. Not intimately by any means, but just real fun, light, laugh out loud, and if they do something, like I have 10, you know, I'm telling you I have 10 invited, I'll shoot them a little awesome graphic. You know, I just shoot out little stickers, not really those little ones already made, but Usborne ones. So just the same ones I would put on a party, like awesome or whatever, you know, books make me smile or whatever. It's just, I think they're cute and I think they like them. So hostess coaching, I think in the video it mentions, you know, you want to try to invite 30 to 50 people. I make sure I stress that again. Now my 3 parties next week, I don't think they care that I'm saying it again because one has like 7. Makes me a little nervous because I think, oh, I shouldn't be doing it if there's less than 10, but then I feel bad because they wanted to have a party. Maybe they don't have that many friends. They probably could think a little harder. But, that happened to me last week or the week before, and I thought, I should just have it. And I think she had like 8 or 9 going, and I thought, what if there's that one person who really, falls in love with Usborne, and it could really help their family, and 2 people joined. So, it's up to you. I don't know. I feel bad. So I always have the party. But anyway, so I say, our goal is to do, have 25 people RSVP'd, and just remind them of that. Remind them to think outside the box. I really only tell them that once, maybe twice. Otherwise, then just say, okay, keep inviting and following up with those people you haven't heard from, and then just the regular post every day. So when I send, I think it's like 5 days before, it's the get the most graphic with all that check marks. I might have mentioned this in a different video. When I send that of here's a great way to interact with your page, I always add in. And ever since I've done it, probably a month ago maybe, they all seem to do it. They all interact and they all try to hit all of them, because I say, if you achieve everything on this checklist, then I will throw in an extra book at $9.99 for you as a thanks for making your party a super success. And so then they all do the things, which I think really helps the party and their guests build excitement. So then you can just roll it into like the hostess incentive that you're only paying 35%, so you're paying like $3.50 for them to really be interactive, which is awesome. Okay, I want to talk a little about recruiting. People are asking me, what's your tricks? I don't have any tricks. What my husband wanted me to say, he wanted me to make a video where I just say, can't even do it. When someone is interested in the business, I find out all I can about them. I Google them. I go to their house and go through their garbage. and then I get a credit check on them. That's all. And he wanted me to leave it at that. And just fool everyone for 2 days. But yeah, I would never have been able to do that. So, but to say, I have no tricks. I don't know. It was just a great recruiting month for all of our team. But yeah, I had a bunch come in at one time there. But let me think. In the very beginning, probably the first 5 weeks, I don't think I did one recruiting post. So that whole like, join our team, never did that. Even though it was in the script sent to me, I thought, I don't want to do that. I don't want to nag people. I don't want to do that. My cousin had joined something, and every day on her Facebook page, and I'm like, that's on her personal page. I'm even talking in a party. I just didn't even want to do that. And so I think on my personal page, I've had it on there maybe 3 times. I should do it a little more. Just encouraging, because now I think it's awesome. So anyway, once I had some success, I felt more comfortable sharing it, the business and what it's done for me. And it's easy when I'm talking to someone, because I would just talk like this and I'd say, oh my gosh, you should totally try this because it's kind of fabulous and the sky's the limit and whatever. And that's really what brings people coming, though not that many of my personal friends have decided to join, so maybe it's not. But anyway, I would just say sharing your success is a great way. And I shared Laura's post the other day just about what this business can do for others. Even if you personally haven't had amazing success yet, you're brand new, it's possible. I feel like I'm proof. I don't, 4 months ago, I wasn't even doing this, and my paycheck yesterday was higher than when I retired from the Auditor General, and that wasn't shabby. I mean, for my 3rd paycheck, with my team leader status hitting, by next month, I'll probably be making what my husband makes, which is beyond fabulous. Anyone can do it. I mean, I only do Facebook parties. I do schools and libraries, but I haven't seen 1 penny from that yet. It'll be coming. My first Reach for the Stars is going on this second, but it'll be a real tiny one. So anyway, so doable. So sharing successes, talking about our incentive program, the first 30 days, you can get your kit refunded, and it's only $55 right now, and you're getting $100 free books. I mean, there's just obvious things. You all probably know this. Just, chatting that up. Chat. And the hard part is knowing when too much is too much. And someone just said to me, and I don't know the exact quote, but it was like, fortune is in the follow-up. And it's true. You read that, and I didn't do that for a while. But now, because I'm doing it from the aspect of, wow, this can really help you, I feel more confident about doing it. I don't feel bad like, oh, I'm just annoying, or because I'm really thinking it could help. I even offered to 2 people so far. My husband and I talked about it, and we said, this has been so amazing. He wants to make me a husband's testimonial video. So amazing. We should offer to just loan someone. So the first person or 2 in the month, now that I have money, now that I'm making money, I wouldn't have done this in the beginning, who say, oh my gosh, I so want to do it, I just don't have money right now. Then I say, hey, I will loan you the money. I think it's so awesome, and a little pay it forward. And 2 people have done it, and they're both doing fabulous. And even if they didn't pay me back, I really wouldn't care, because it's just paying it forward. So that's just an idea, because I was broke for 10 years. So not broke, but yeah, kind of broke. And all these books that I've earned. Okay, so look at my beautiful shelf. Oh, look at those fat books. I wouldn't have bought one of those 4 months ago. I understand not having money and having to do other things with that money. I would have done this business just for these books, let alone the thousands of dollars I've made, over 5,000 in 3 months. So it is such an awesome business, as you know, and the sky's the limit. So it's very exciting. So to follow up with people, and I kind of am. There's like 3 or 4 girls I'm following up with now, and it's hard to know when to, I just told my husband today, I'm like, what's today? The 9th? I just wrote to her the 7th. Okay, I'm not going to write again. And she says she wants to join. I'm like, okay, wait. Anyway, it's hard not to do that, but yet the fortune's in the follow-up. One time I accidentally sent the same email that I had already sent the girl over the weekend, about joining the business. And she had already said no, and I was like, oops, I'm so sorry. I meant to send it to the other one. She said, well, you know what? Maybe I think I'm going to do it. And now she's taken off. So it's sometimes people aren't ready. It's points of contact. And if someone expresses any interest, I make a little notebook in my notebook, and I can tell, you can kind of tell who are more interested right away. Others, you might want to wait a month and wait till a new kit comes out and say, hey, we have a new kit, and blah, 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 blah. So what else am I writing here? One thing I wanted to say, and I think I read it somewhere, was feel, felt. I think it was in one of my later trainings, but they said it's good to express to people, to find out how they're feeling, what they're feeling about Usborne. What are they thinking? What are their questions? What are they feeling? And then expressing back to them, I understand how you feel. And maybe many people who now joined, they felt the same way too. So feel, felt. How to work that in, and because you really want to know where they're coming from too. And some people just want the discount. Hey, that's awesome. That's really kind of what I was thinking I wanted in the beginning, and I'm really happy how it turned out. But how they're feeling, what their thoughts are, why they wouldn't want to do it, and say, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. So that's a good tip. And I think I said everything I wanted to say. Yeah. So I don't know if that helped. You probably have almost all the same thoughts, but yeah, for all the new people, I just figured I'd chat anyway and try to give you some good ideas. So let me know if you have any questions, and Amy, I'm sure we would love to, as we do, help out in any way we can. And happy book selling!